In our small town, the houses stood close together. The whispers of neighbors traveled on the wind, floating through open windows and screen doors. They said Ayla was a quiet girl, a girl with her head in the clouds, always sketching on scraps of paper when she should have been paying attention to the world around her. They did not see the world she was creating on those pages. They saw only a dreamer, and in a town built on hard work and tired hands, dreams were a luxury few could afford. Ayla felt their eyes on her sometimes, a heavy gaze that made her pull her shoulders in, making herself smaller still. She learned to hide her notebooks, to tuck her pencils away, her vibrant worlds folded into secret squares in her pocket. Her world was small, just her and her mother in a house that always seemed to sigh. Her father was a ghost, a story told in hushed tones, a man who left one morning and never came back down the long, dusty road. He left behind a silence that her mother tried to fill with the constant hum of work. Mama worked 2 jobs, her hands always smelling of bleach from the cleaning service and coffee from the late-night diner. Money was a tight, thin blanket that never quite covered them both. It was the reason for patched clothes and simple meals, the unspoken reason why Ayla's big dreams felt like they belonged to someone else, someone from a different, shinier world. But in her heart, a stubborn flower grew. Ayla dreamed of being a designer. She saw colors and shapes in everything, the pattern of cracks in the sidewalk, the way sunlight filtered through the leaves of the old oak tree, the bold lines of the town's water tower against a pale blue sky. She imagined fabrics that flowed like water and dresses that told stories. This dream was a secret garden she tended to in the quiet of the night, long after her mother had fallen into an exhausted sleep. College was the gate to that garden, a gate with a lock she couldn't seem to find the key for, a place that felt as far away as the moon itself. The world outside her window seemed to agree that her dream was impossible. Teachers would smile kindly but steer her toward more practical paths. Friends would talk about jobs at the local factory or the grocery store, their futures as mapped out and predictable as the town's grid of streets. When Ayla whispered her dream aloud once, the laughter wasn't mean, but it was worse. It was gentle, dismissive, as if she had just confessed to believing in fairy tales. So she learned to keep her hope locked inside, a fragile bird in a cage, its wings beating silently against her ribs, wanting so badly to fly. The rejection letter came on a Tuesday. The paper was crisp and official, the words polite but firm. The scholarship, her one thin thread of hope for college, had been given to someone else. Ayla held the letter in her hands, and the world seemed to shrink, the colors fading to gray. She had worked so hard, pouring every spare moment into the application, her portfolio filled with the best of her secret worlds.